feel like I know the Peach Ditto in and out.
That's good. I'm glad you're commentating it.
I just,
there was a time where there were a lot of good peaches in Delaware. In fact, the Philadelphia PR, we have one quarter that was called Peachadelphia because there's so many peaches on the PR. Luckily, I'm very good against peach, so it worked out for me.
Yeah. So most of what this is you kind of want to be higher than the other guy. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I do.
The higher you are, the more time you have to come in with your full cancel aerials. And of course, your turnip game is really important in this because, you know, that's the one factor that can, you know, that's not the same as the other guys. Like, if you pull a stitch, the other guy can't pull a stitch immediately. So your turnip game and how you work that into your play here, kind of like what Trif's doing, he's just kind of stuffing all these approaches with these turnips. Very important. Wow, jeez, up air killed that?
Brilliant. Up air is very strong and Peach is very light. Yeah, definitely being a little higher, super good. And a couple like other little points of why that is that Peach is like actually kind of tall. And so if you're slightly above, most of her hitboxes are like in her torso, foot area.
Yeah.
And so like you literally just have a bigger hitbox on top than on the bottom. In fact, when you're floating, your feet kind of vanish.
I really like that dash attack that Trif did just to kind of prevent him from getting his double jump back. And he's just continuing the edge guard from here.
And so that's one of those clever moments I was talking about from Trif. On that edge guard during the umbrella, I mean, we've seen that Pawn likes to come back with aerials. He came back with fair successfully earlier. So Trif uses the double jump and sort of like scoops himself away and then comes directly back. Like that is not something you see often. It's really intricate play.
Yep. And this being a Peach Ditto, you know, stock leads are super important, but percent leads are also very important. And the fact that Trif's up by 2 stocks, Pawn's he's gotta win a lot of neutral exchanges to make this back. So we'll see if he tries anything different. He's coming in with these back airs, probably trying to stuff any of these turnips that Trif is throwing at him. Oh man, gets caught by the down smash.
Yeah, to your earlier point, not super earlier, just the beginning of that last bit. Peach is a character that's always good at holding leads. In the Peach Ditto, it's very, very true.
Yeah.
Because Peach is the queen of trades.
Uh-huh.
She can trade. She can choose to maybe only trade fairly often. And if you're up by a few stocks or even just like up by some amount of percentage, you can really just keep grinding and you can slowly grade at your opponent. Yeah, you'll be taking damage too, but basically the state of the game stays that way throughout the entire match. You're going to end up winning. And Peach is really strong at that.
Oh, we got a bomb.
Very clever.
That was tricky.
Yeah, you always expect the bomb throw. Like, that's what you're ready for.
You never expect the Z drop.
Yep.
Wow, that was funny.
I was kind of hoping we'd see the... You familiar with the concept of a V drop? I think it's just named after Vans. So what you do is, for whatever reason, it's one of those really little melee things. After you do an aerial with Peach, right on the recovery of the move, even though you're floating, you can still Z drop.
So does that drop it on the ground and make it move?
No, so it's like, normally when you're floating, you can't throw an item. You still do an aerial. But you'll be floating, throw out an aerial, and then you can still drop the item, despite you still being in your float.
Is that how they like? Is that how Peaches like stitch optimally? Like where they just like do the aerial and they
where they knit?
They knit, yeah, that's what it is. Knitting.
The technique for knitting, I do not know. Okay. I did not ask. I never had to teach anyone, and so I don't need to know myself because I also don't play Peach really.
Neither do I. I just don't understand float stuff.
There's a lot of weird float stuff, that's for sure.
Although, unfortunate. Fun story though. Mog, one of our PR Peaches in MDVA.
The old messenger.
Old messenger. Asked me one time if float canceling was faster than out canceling. And I was like, you honestly don't know that.
He's a really interesting character.
He's a quirky guy. He's in my pool today, so should be fun.
Yeah. Dev, we'll talk about your how your pool is expected to go later, maybe. I was about to ask how your matches usually went, but maybe now's not the time.
Nah, we're watching this riveting Peach Ditto. Trif went down the first stock, but he's catching with all of these nairs.
Those 4 big hits, so it was a down tilt on the side platform. He sort of leaves, he sort of stutters for a big combo, which you don't usually get the same Peach does.
Yeah, you usually don't see more than 2 hits.
Yeah, so after this down tilt, he waits just a moment to sort of like see if Pawn's going to do something, and then comes in with an aerial. Then he uses that same double jump trick from earlier again, and that's closing out the stock really fast.
No, don't hold down.
Peaches love holding down.
Oh. Alright, interesting reverse nair. He's gonna. Oh, that umbrella saved him. I think he's dead here, though. Yeah, Peach, such a strong forward throw.
Yeah. One of the kill throws that a top tier character actually has.
Yeah.
Are there other ones, really?
Marth's up throw.